Hi, everybody. A little public service announcement. On Mondays, we have podcasts in Dutch, and on Fridays, we have podcasts in English. Same topics, different language. Today, you will hear a podcast conversation I had with Zen Takai on the Biohacker Summit. Zen Takai is, yes, really, the last samurai. I am honored and deeply moved to speak with the last samurai. You can know a lot about life, but when there's a man sitting in front of you, notably the last samurai, from whom you feel that he truly lives and embodies the wisdom that he shares, then all I can do is bow deeply. We spoke about how to deal with emotions, about the role of a master in your life, how samurais seek their answers in the wisdom of nature, and much more. Really curious what you think about this podcast. Please let me know in the comments. It truly means a lot to me when you leave a comment for creator perspective, but also for the outcome. Enjoy this episode, and I hope to see you next time. Sir, thank you so much for making time.
Thank you very much.
For the listener, today we are with Zen Takai, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. We are at the Biohacker Summit in Amsterdam, 2023. And I saw the lineup of the event, and I saw a 16th generation ninja samurai. Am I correct?
Yes, it's correct.
I couldn't believe my eyes because I was like, do they still exist? Ninja samurais. Before we dive into the principles you already touched earlier on stage, I want to explore a little bit what a samurai and what is a ninja and how are they combined. Could you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, it's I was more 60th generation samurai family. That's why basically our family roots is that it's a samurai. But around 450 years ago, some of my ancestors became a ninja. That's why our family have a both technique, samurai and ninja both. This is very rare case. And one of the things is that I have to teach about. I have to talk about difference of the samurai and the ninja. Yeah, sometimes people confuse. They are fighting each other, right? In the comics and the movie. Yeah, but in the fact, there's a little bit difference. Because samurai was like a public person. And some samurai people are politicians or teachers. They were leader of the society. That's why their most important thing is that face or name or family blood. This is very important point. They are public person. That's why, and for example, in modern generation, samurai people like a big company people, like a Google or Facebook or something. Yeah, it's a big company people. And opposite, okay, and samurai was a soldiers. At the same time, they were leader of the society. But okay, and they need the information before fight. Catch the information from the enemy. It's very important point. But still, the information is a very shame thing for the samurai people. Right? They are very public person. Okay? And the name is, and the face is important point. That's why, and samurai people and secretly pay money for ninja, and the ninja steal the information and sell the information for the samurai people. They will collaborate. Okay? And also, roots of the ninja is that, okay? It's a many kind of a story, but one of the story is that, okay? And Civil War generation. Okay, around 450 years ago, Civil War generation, and samurai was basically they were soldier. That's why they can get the money from the war. Okay, but other people, for example, farmers, Buddhists, street performers, they couldn't get the money. That's why they started a night job. It's one of the history of the ninja, right? And steal the information and sell the information for the samurai people and get the money, right? And people have a very big image about a ninja and big smoke and disappear and landing on the water or something. Yeah. Okay? Yeah, it was a real technique. Because landing on the water is very easy technique. It needs just one rope on the water. It's like a rope walking technique. or big smoke and disappears that, okay? This is also very easy. It need a one hole on the ground, big smoke and just hide, right? It is like a magic show, right? Because one of the stories, okay, one of the histories that, okay, some street performer was a ninja, okay, because they are good for the spy, always traveling and get the information very easily, okay? Yeah, that's why they became a ninja, okay? And samurai people was a public person, okay? That's why it's like a big company people. Ninja was like a spy. It looks like a freelance artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Freelance artist is that, okay? If they want to get a job, they have to promote themselves.
Yeah.
That's why street performer ninja people do a big promotion, big smoke and disappear and landing on the water, and they became famous and they get a job, right? This is like a psychological technique. Samurai people have a money, samurai people have fighting technique, but ninja have a no money, no fighting technique, but they use a brain. Okay? This is one of the history, right? And about my family, okay? Basically, my family is the roots of the samurai, but around 450 years ago, maybe, okay, my family book not write about it, but maybe we lose the war, okay, and became a ninja, right? And but after that, okay, ninja are doing a very good job, right? Get the information and they became famous. After that, they developed to the samurai. Okay, it is called ninja samurai. It's like my family.
Wow.
Yeah, it's one of the history of a samurai and ninja and my family.
Interesting. I think I didn't know that, and I think a lot of people don't know that. And how, because you are the 16th generation last samurai, and from what I've heard is that it's ending after you, right?
Right. Yeah, because one of the reasons is that, okay, my name is Zen, right? And other family, okay, my father also, my grandfather and grandfather also, names include Zen. Sometimes Zen-shichi, Zen-zaburo, Zen-jiro or something, okay? And usually it's a family blood is very important point for the samurai people, right? It's like a very tradition, right? But in this moment, I have no kids. We have no kids. Okay, that's why I'm last of samurai. But point is that, okay, in this modern generation, family blood is not so important point. Okay, important, right? And we have many kind of a choice, right? That's why my mission is that, okay, go over the sea and open this method all over the world and more evolution. You see, it's not to focus about just family blood. Okay, more open the method. Because my family suggestion is that, okay, this method is that, okay, we can use a daily life. Yeah, we are fighting like a sword technique, and this also looks like a fighting technique. But most important point, swinging a sword at the same time, control your breathing and control your mind, control your balance. This feeling we can use a daily life in modern generation, right? So that's why we opened this method all over the world, and then family story is that, okay, blood is that, okay, it's a stop my family, my generation. But we have to continue the samurai culture. Yes, that's why I'm teaching the whole over the world. Yeah, this is my mission.
Yeah, well, what a beautiful mission that is. So instead of expanding the family, you expand the knowledge all over the world. Is that fully accepted? Since you are the last one, don't you have people that have critique on you for not expanding the family line?
Yeah, it's because, how can I say, in modern generation, family lines are not so important. We have many kind of a choice, okay? And for example, I have no kids, but my brother have kids. And also, but it's just girl, right? And also my sister have a boy, okay? But we have many kind of a choice. And also, ancient time, samurai was one of the status, public status, like a teachers, like a politicians. But now is that, okay, the status it's gone. Okay, especially after the World War II, everything is changing. Okay, but we are keeping a training. This meaning is that, okay, keeping just culture, right? Yeah, that's why samurai is now in modern generation, it's not a status. That's why it's like, how can I say, each person the different perspective, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why, how can I say, more open this culture and connecting the next generation. Don't focus just family line. Yeah, this is an important point.
I can imagine. And you have a lot more choice
Right.
and a lot more ways to expand your knowledge and principles.
Yeah.
Principles is something I'd like to talk about from a ninja samurai. Some ninja samurai or samurai ninja?
Yeah, it's sometimes called samurai ninja.
Okay, samurai ninja. Okay, thank you. When you spoke on the venue at the Biohacker Summit, you spoke about the 5 elements.
Yeah.
Could you repeat those elements?
Yeah. And samurai philosophy is made from the 5th element. Okay. Because samurai was inspired from the nature. Okay, this very Japanese tradition. Japanese tradition. This is one of the way of thinking. Before Buddhism come, okay, Buddhism from the China. Okay, before Buddhism and whole Japanese people believe everything about spirit. And nature is also, animal is also everything about spirit. Okay, and get the information, get the inspiration from the nature. And it's a developed philosophy. This is an important point. 5th element is that, okay, first element is a ground element. Ground element is a fundamental. Okay, how to swinging a sword, how to grip a sword, how to stand, how to walk. Okay, it's a fundamental, right? Second element is a water element. Water element have a many kind of a phase. Silent water, flowing water, like a boiled water, like ice. They have a many kind of possibility and flexibility, right? And usually in modern generation, people swinging a sword and doing a movement at the same time focus about the muscle, okay? But our body is okay, almost 70% made from the water, okay? That's why we can move very smoothly, okay? And we can make a more smooth and flexible movement. Flexibility equal possibility, right? That's why and water element is okay. How to moving like a water, okay? Moving like a water is a very comfortable movement. If your body is very comfortable, your mind will also become comfortable. Okay? Because body is very relaxed and very, very uncomfortable. At the same time, your mind is very strained. This is impossible. Right? Mind and your body is not separate. Okay? That's why if you want to control your mind, you have to control your body like a water. Be like a water. Yes, this is a water element training.
What comes first, body or mind?
It's a depend on the situation. Okay? If you want to control your mind, you have to focus about the body. If you control your body, you have to focus on the mind. So it's a balance. That's why always think about the opposite side. Okay? Especially in modern generation, people try to control their mind and using a mind. This is off balance.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Always think about the opposite side. Yeah, this is a very important question because how can I say? Samurai approach, Japanese traditional approach is that always think about the opposite side. So that's why one of the samurai educational book is that writing about it. Okay, every morning you have to think about this, this. Okay, it's like right hand this and this. Okay, that's why automatically you can concentrate your life. So this is an important point. Okay, that's why. In the fighting field, okay, this is one of the famous samurai said, okay, in the fighting field, if you want to try to survive, okay, you have to die. Okay, if you try to die, okay, in the fighting field, okay, you can survive automatically.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's why think about always opposite side or control the balance.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a important process.
It's also being willing to die in order to live.
Yes.
Okay, because in a lot of fights, literally and figuratively, if one is not willing to die, you cannot truly live. Is that what you say?
Yes, correct.
Wow.
So
that's
why how can I say everything about paradox. Okay, but real balance is include the paradox. Okay, for example, when you're fighting with an enemy, if you focus about your technique and your emotion and your muscle or something, okay, it looks like a good. Okay, it looks like a very like a effort feeling, but sometimes it make it off balance. You have to think about the enemy. That's why you can get a correct feeling and you can attack very correctly. So don't focus just one side. Always think about the opposite side, like a mirror. Everything about opposite side. That's why if you want to control yourself, you have to control the opposite side. Think about the enemy.
Wow.
Right.
That's impressive. I never thought of it. It seems so logical, but when you put it like that, it makes so much sense.
Yeah, it's I think that this perspective is very different with a Western style culture, right?
Yeah. Wow. And I like what you said about 70% water. So we have to act more like water.
Yeah,
being more fluent. I think that is still a bit difficult for me, but maybe that is because I have to approach it more to the opposite side. So we have water.
Yeah.
What is the next important?
Next element is that it's a fire. Yeah. Fire is that described about a strong emotion. Because strong emotion like a fire, it's like a burning. That's why control is very important point, right? And the fire is that looks like a very hot and strong and dangerous element, right? But everything about opposite side, like a yin and yang, right? And the important point is that fire looks like a very hot and emotional element, but opposite side, fire is very cool and clever. Because please making an image in this moment, if catch the fire here, maybe burning from the paper, maybe next to where, maybe next to the wood, and finally iron or something start melting. Fire is always along the order very, very correctly. Opposite, it's impossible. If catch the fire here, first or iron start melting, and after that paper burning, it's impossible. Always along the order, very, very correctly. They are very cool and clever, right? That's why if you want to control your strong emotion, don't focus on emotion. Focus about your order. Now you have to do number 1, you have to do number 2, number 3, number 4. That's why you can control the emotion like a fire. Yeah, seems like this, each element have a many kind of a phase. Don't watch just one direction. Okay, always there's an opposite side. Okay, that's why you can control the balance.
So when I get angry or emotional, you say I have to focus on my structure.
Yes.
The healthy habits.
Right.
We talk a lot about. So getting up early, going to bed early at the same time, eating healthy. Is that the kind of structure you mean?
Yes.
What kind of structures do you have? Do you have a lot of rituals?
Yeah. It's one of the samurai education is that we have to learn about the tea ceremony. Tea ceremony, the order is very important point. From the left hand or right hand, 45 degree, 90 degree, and 3 times drink and put together and put on the grass or something, and the left hand, right. It's so many orders, right? And that's why, this you can control emotion. If you feel the strong emotion, drinking a tea and doing a very, very correct order, automatically you can make a long distance from the emotion. And about the sword technique, right? After the cutting down, and after the cutting down, and most of that example is like show the emotion. After the cutting down, and this is very emotional moment. It's very bloody, and explosion energy. That's why samurai have their routine, and overhead and taking the blood and into the scabbard and push the bottom of sword and bow. You along the order. That's why automatically you go back to silent emotional feeling.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's a fire element training along the order. Yeah, that's why I recommend and try to please make like a tendency, like a routine. Yeah, drinking a tea from the left hand and right hand and drinking 3 times. This is very easy, right? But if you concentrate about the order, automatically you can make a long distance from the emotion. Right? This is one of the psychological technique.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I can imagine that's very helpful.
Yeah.
In those emotional times.
Right.
But you mentioned water earlier. What if you are not in touch with your emotions and you want to just make room for more fire? How do you do that?
Yeah, it's
I mean, sorry for interrupting you. Emotions can be useful at sometimes, right? I mean, we are human after all. Do you completely want to structure emotions, or do you utilize emotions as well?
Yeah. Emotion is that it's a fire element, right? If we want to disappear the fire, okay, what kind of element you use?
Water.
Correct.
Yes.
Water disappears the fire, right? Water is that, okay, body operation, moving like a water, right? That's why if you want to control a fire, you have to control water. Fire is an emotion. If you want to control emotion and water is a body operation. More focus about your body position. For example, now I'm sitting on the chair, right? And please focus about your heel. Heel is connecting the ground. And please making an image. And your heel is it's like a roots. It's a grounding. It's a very, very grounding. Okay. And exhale at the same time, your chest down and shoulder down. Just 1 cm is okay. Very relaxed. Okay. Seems like this. Step by step, focus about your body more deeper. And please try to step by step correct position. Okay. That's why automatically you can release emotion. Okay. If you want to control emotion, don't focus on emotion.
Okay.
Body operation.
Okay. Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
So you are not at all busy with experiencing those emotions. You do not care about the emotion itself.
Yeah, it's how can I say?
It's more about releasing them.
Yes. Yeah, that's how can I say? And emotion is that one of the human instinct, right? That's why most about the example is that emotions are coming up at the same time, push down, suddenly explosion. This is perfectly off balance, right? That's why step by step release and using your body. Okay, especially concentrate the exhale, and at the same time release your muscle. Okay. Release the muscle, and muscle is very relaxed, but you feel the very strong emotion. It's very impossible. Okay, because your body is very honesty. You cannot say that to your body, right? That's why try to make your body very, very relaxed position. That's why automatically you can release the emotion, right? That's why you clearly understand about how to control the emotion using a body.
Interesting,
right?
Interesting. Okay, so we have water, we have fire.
Yeah.
What are the other elements you like to talk
about? Next is that fourth element. It's a wind. Wind element. Wind element is that, for example, about the water. Water is that you can touch the water and you can see the water, right? But wind is that we cannot see the wind. We cannot touch the wind. Just feel. That's why wind element is that one of the intuition training. It's like a sixth sense training. Specialty and one of the training is that sometimes we go to the mountainside and doing a meditation with a blind meditation, right? And suddenly master attack from the behind. If you feel something, you just block. It's like a sixth sense training. Okay. Usually in modern generation, people try to get the information from the eyesight, almost 80% or 90%. It's too much information from the eyesight, right? That's why sometimes people make it off balance, right? Don't focus on eyesight. Okay? We have many kind of a sense. Listen, and smell, and taste, and skin, okay? That's why making a blind and catch the feeling. Okay? This is one of the important wind element, how to develop your intuition and sixth sense.
Intuition. So that's a big part of the elements as well.
Yes, it's a fourth level. Okay, because how can I say, samurai technique is that it's not like a competition style sports style martial arts. I love competition style, but I love boxing or karate. I love it, but I want to teach about the difference. Samurai technique is that enemy is not only one. That's why you cannot rely on just eyesight. Eyesight, there's a limit. But sometimes your enemy, you're behind. You have to get the feeling. Your enemy is not only one. Okay? That's why wind element is a fourth level. Okay? And also not just like a fighting field. Okay? If you develop the sixth sense or intuition, okay, that's why before fight, catch the feeling from the opponent. Okay? Before fight, try to make a good relationship. Try to make a long distance, or sometimes try to make a good negotiate. And you can avoid the fight. Yeah, that's why samurai technique is that important point is that not like a learning about not like a fighting technique. How to catch the feeling Okay, before fight, control a balance, keeping a peace. This is important technique for the samurai people. Also ninja.
I find it very interesting that it is so much about principles and about not even about action, but about making sure you're taking care of yourself, your mind, your body, your spirit, and that the result will follow instead of you focus on the result. I think that's a very interesting aspect of what you're talking about. How do you, because I know there are 5 in total.
Yeah.
We had water, ground, and wind.
Yeah.
Sorry, I already spoiled the last one.
Order is okay. Ground, water, fire, wind.
Yes, in that order.
Yeah, it's an order.
Okay.
Yes. And the last element. Yeah, last element is the sky element. This is the center of the philosophy. Okay, this is the most important element for the samurai people, right? And also ninja. Sky element. Okay, this character is that same meaning with the emptiness, just nothing, just void. Okay, this is the center of the philosophy. Okay, because samurai ninja technique is that we have no Bible, we have no answer. Samurai ninja way of thinking, we are different person, different body, different history, different philosophy, right? That's why nobody know your answer. Okay, we are keeping a training, ground, water, fire, wind. Last moment, you have to find your answer inside your body, inside the mind. Okay, that's why last element is just emptiness. You have to find your answer. Master don't know your answer. Okay, yeah, that's why emptiness is the most important. Okay, but it's nothing, just void. Other meaning is that imperfect is perfect. Yes.
How does one find their own emptiness?
That's why, we have to keeping a training, and physical training, and the philosophy training also. Okay, because how can I say, balance. Okay, if you try to find your balance, okay, you have to feel the off balance feeling. Its meaning is if you have a stick or something, okay, and try to find a very, very correct position, balancing position. If you feel a strong feeling and it's like a strain feeling, you cannot find. Always feeling like a very, very flexible, okay, and always try to find a very, very correct position, okay. Yeah, that's why always like how can I say, your hand is very, very off balance feeling. That's why you can try to find a correct position, okay. So this is also like a paradox, okay. Off balance, making a balance. Okay, this is like no answer, right? Imperfect is perfect. Okay, yeah, this is a important point. This is very difficult to explain in the logically. Okay?
Yeah, I can imagine because the answer is different for everybody.
Yeah.
So even me asking how do I find it, I have to find myself. So I can imagine that's difficult. How were you trained? I mean, I assume that you did not learn this all on your own, right?
Yeah, that's why. One of the things is that it's how we have to learn about how to control our body. For example, samurai technique is that our body is also there's a paradox. For example, if we want to drawing a sword using a right hand, okay, usually people concentrate on the right hand and the right hand muscle and try to get a hit faster and attacking. Okay, but samurai technique is that it's a very different point with other martial arts is that and other martial arts is that first of all blade is outside and try to attack. But samurai technique is that please making an image with a scabbard, drawing a sword at the same time attack. This is a samurai technique. Scabbard is very important point. Okay, don't focus on just right hand. Okay, just blade side. Scabbard, go back. That's why automatically right hand go forward. Control the left hand. That's why you can control right hand. This is like a paradox, right? But this movement, if you understand this movement, you can disappear the sign for the enemy. Okay? If you control just right hand, it's a big sign for the enemy. But okay, right hand is just very relaxed and just forward. That's it. Concentrate left hand. Left hand, go back. That's why you can drawing a sword very correctly and keeping a balance. Body is also, if you want to control a body and very quickly and very strongly, you have to control always opposite side. This is also like a paradox. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why usual sports or martial arts is that, okay, concentrate core and keeping a center line and using a core, like a boxing style. I love boxing style, but I want to teach about the difference. But okay, and this is from the samurai eyesight, okay? If you concentrate the core, it's very deep relationship with the brain. It's deep relationship with the emotion, right? Samurai techniques empty is very important point. That's why samurai core is it's a double core, left and right. Control left and right, like this.
Two cores.
Two core. That's why center is always feeling the emptiness. Don't focus on center. Center is a double core, left and right. Okay? That's why, and do you know the torii? Torii is that, okay? It's like one of the temple. In the Japanese temple, in front of the temple, there's a gate.
I heard from it, yes.
Yeah, there's a gate. Gate is that, okay, double core, left and right. Okay? And if you go in, try to inside the temple, okay, you cannot go through the center. Center is always keeping an empty space. And you have to little bit the right side, little bit the left side. Okay, always keeping an emptiness. Mm-hmm. That's why it's a symbol of the shrine or temple. Mm-hmm. Right? If you want to keep an emptiness, don't focus just center. Control left and right. That's it.
Interesting.
So this is one of the understand about the emptiness and using a body.
Wow. And how did you learn this growing up? Was this in your family? Was this taught in your family?
Yes, it's from my father and from my family. And also, important point is that, okay, how to make a relationship with a master, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. And the usual sports and competition style and relationship is that, okay, master and student face to face, okay? And sometimes it's like, how can I say, very strong relationship, right? And face to face,
yes.
Okay? But, okay, samurai education is that, okay, master is that, okay, don't focus about the student side, not face to face, right? Face to face is a little too much strong or emotional relationship, right? Master is that, okay, always try to find the top of the mountain, okay? Yeah, for example, this example, okay, mm-hmm. I'm a master, you are a student, right? Mm-hmm. Okay? I try to find a way to the top of the mountain. Mm-hmm. This is like a samurai way, okay? Student is that, okay? You have to catch the feeling from the master's back and try to find something and try to get a learning and go together, learn and climbing together.
Okay.
Diagonal relationship.
More following.
So that's why the master's responsibility is that go forward, but at the same time, catch the feeling from the behind and try to find a way. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's why diagonal relationship is a very important point, right? That's why, my father's education is that, okay, I have to learn from my father's back. Uh-huh. Yes, that's why it's not like how can I say, more face to face. You have to do blah, 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 not like that. Okay, catch the feeling and step by step understand about the samurai technique and philosophy.
And did you also have boundaries at that road towards the mountain?
Yeah.
What kind of things were something that you faced? Like difficulties. How did you overcome them?
Yeah, that one of the point is that, okay, how can I say? You have to find your answer mm-hmm. from the back. Mm-hmm. Face to face is sometimes too much logically, mm-hmm. okay, and too much physically. But we are different person. My master and also me is different person and different generation, different way of thinking, right? That's why one of the example is that, okay, traditional samurai educational book, okay, sometimes writing like this, cutting like a wind, fighting like a fire, mm-hmm. feeling like wind. It's very poetic. This is very difficult to understand, right?
Yeah.
But okay, you have to find your answer from this book. Okay, this book is a very poetic, just like a question. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's why you have to try to find something. Okay, that's why I read one of the educational book. It is called Five Rings. Okay, written by Musashi Miyamoto. But every year I read this book. But every year for me is a different meaning from the book. That's why it's like a mirror. Okay, you have to try to find a meaning. Okay, yeah, it's a very important education style, and also this is a very traditional Japanese style.
Mm-hmm.
For example, flower arrangement. Okay, and one of the samurai education is a flower arrangement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Japanese flower arrangement is very, very minimum. Almost everything cutting. Okay, just one leaf or something. Very, very minimum and simple, right? Yes, and the Western style is more decoration. Okay, what is very shiny. Okay, I love it. But Japanese is very, very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Its meaning is that, okay, and if there's so many flower, you have to cut and leave just one leaf or two leaf or something.
Mm-hmm.
So many empty space, right? So many empty space. That's why audience want to try to something in the empty space, right? If you describe that everything has so many flower decoration, it's just information, one direction. Okay, like from the artist to the audience, right? But okay, making an emptiness, so many emptiness. That's why audience is try to find something inside the emptiness. Opposite relationship. That's why student and master is also not face to face. Okay, climbing a mountain and the same direction, diagonally. This is an important point.
Wow, that is such a different approach that, at least here in the Western world, is used, because most of the coaches and the teachers here really try to tell you what to do, how to learn, and how to become older, or make career choices. And so you grew up with your father being your master. Did he also teach you the physical work, how to work on your body?
Yeah, physical also we are learning from my father. And the point is that, okay, I always watching his movement. That's why, and from the childhood, that's why I understand about it. Right?
Interesting. What are some typical samurai ninja movements or stuff you could do to take care of your body? Do you do like weight training, or do you do more stretching or more cardiovascular workouts?
Yeah, most important training is that, okay, it's not outside the body, control inside the body. Just one way is that, okay, it's a breathing.
Okay.
Yeah, breathing is a very deep relationship with your mind. Okay, but we can control the breathing physically, right? And the specialty in Japanese, okay, Japanese is, okay, breathing. It is called iki, right? And iki meaning is that, okay, in Japanese it's a life.
Iki means life. Okay,
right? And also it is called sometimes ki. Ki is that, okay, energy. Ki is like sometimes in Chinese chi. Okay, that's why breathing equal life. Okay, and breathing equal energy. If we want to control your life, if we want to control energy, okay, you have to control breathing, right? Sometimes people try to control energy, but we cannot see the energy, right? That's very difficult to understand. But physically control the breathing. That's why you can control energy. Okay, this is a fundamental. Okay, that's why samurai breathing is a very important technique.
And do you have a specific type of breathing you do, like in the morning, in the evening, or is there a practice you do on a daily basis?
Yeah, it's one of the, I recommend one of the training. Okay, it's a very typical training is that, okay, in the morning when you are waking up, okay, try to do the deep breathing. Okay. Sometimes it's like a Zen meditation. Zen meditation setting position and body just like making a position and doing a breathing. But one of the samurai training is that, okay, Zen meditation making a monk making a Zen meditation techniques, right? But samurai technique is that, okay, little different, because monk is that, okay, their life is in the temple, right? And they are not married, right? Okay. But samurai people is always connecting with the outside society, right? And sometimes teacher, sometimes fighting with others or something. Okay. That's why control body is a very important point. That's why in the morning time, first, you have to make a good relationship with the body. That's why one of the technique is that, okay, just try to move, just comfortable movement. That's it. Any kind of a direction is okay. Just comfortable. Talking with the body. And catch the voice from the body, very sensitive voice, okay? And this way is good, and this way is also good. Okay, don't decide anything. If you decide something, okay, I stretch the left inside, inside, okay? Stretch, okay? This is it's like just like a form. If you concentrate to stretch this side, on the opposite side, squeeze. Okay? Don't decide anything. Just comfortable movement. Like an animal.
Mm-hmm.
Animal is that, okay? Not to stretch like this. Okay? Just focus just one side. Just like this, right? It's like a just comfortable movement. Using a whole your body. Okay? And making a good relationship and comfortable feeling. If your body is very comfortable, your mind is also like open.
Mm-hmm.
Your body is very comfortable, but your mind is closed. It's impossible, right? That's why first make a good relationship with the body and deep breathing, inhale from the nose, and go into the tanden. Tanden is under the stomach. And exhale from the mouth. Exhale longer and longer and longer. Okay? And feeling like a let it go, right? And breathing is also like a yin and yang. Inhale is a life. Because baby born at the same time. Inhale. And exhale describe like this. Because people this at the same time, exhale, right? And please focus about the exhale. This side. Okay?
The exhale is more important.
More important. Okay? That's why inhale 3 seconds, exhale 10 seconds. And just like a let it go and release. And rely on the gravity. Okay? And your energy start flowing. Okay? I do every morning this like a breathing meditation. Just comfortable. And deep breathing and focus exhale.
And while moving, you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like animal movement.
Yes. Right. And how long do you do that? Or is it?
Yeah, it's depend on the day.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it's like just 3 minutes or 2 minutes, very short is okay. Because continue that every day is okay. Yeah, sometimes it's 10 minutes is too long. Every day is a little bit difficult, right?
I can imagine.
Yeah, that's why first is like just 1 minute and 2 minutes is okay. But continue.
Mm-hmm.
Keep continue just so you can find something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that's a very good something people can incorporate. And I think the relationship with your body, that is so interesting because I feel like people often do certain routines, but too much from the mind.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm trying to say? Is I think you can do, it's better to do less, but to have more of a connection with your body than to do a very rigid routine and to just finish it and then go on with the day. I like that about your routine. Are there other routines you have every day, or is it just the breathing in the morning?
Yeah, and also it's after the breathing, okay, and usually people go to the bathroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bathroom at the same time, I open the door, looks like a sword technique. Open the door at the same time, if you're using a right hand, at the same time, right foot forward.
Really?
Like this.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, this is always like a same movement. Anytime, right? That's why, okay, this is a routine, okay? Every day I'm doing a same movement, okay? That's why you clearly understand your body condition. Okay, today's door is a little feeling heavy. This is a little getting tired, energy less. Okay, today's light. Okay, this energy go up. Okay, it's like a tester. Okay, and using a door. Yeah, it's not, but this is also like a form that looks like a sword technique, drawing a sword. Yeah, this is one of the routine. And also, samurai people is that, okay, and so many kind of routine. It's very important point. Always along the routine, that's why you can find something different. Okay, if enemy coming, oh, today is something different, you can realize. That's why always something routine. It's a form. Form is very important point. And also, samurai sword technique is that, okay, always like along the form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This looks like a board. Sometimes looks like a board, okay? Sometimes, and my student my student is that want to learn about the samurai technique, but their inspiration from comics and movie, and sometimes people try to more shiny movement like that, like a movie, okay? But I always said, okay, always don't rush, always along the form 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's interesting is that, okay? First of all, try to make a shiny movement, and people try to describe their character. Okay, and like more personal movement or describe their talent. Okay, but along the form, many time. Okay, that's why clearly understand each student real talent, real personality. Along the form, that's why, but something different. This is a real talent. But people want to try to be a shiny movement or something, but this is like a illusion.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just like a face.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is not real talent. Yeah, interesting is okay, same form but something different. This is like a fact. Yeah, this is a real things.
Yeah,
right.
I find it very interesting that what you say about keeping it simple,
Mm-hmm.
to just do the same form every time. People often find that boring. They're trying to look for new stuff, and I think the beauty lies in doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So you are more aware of things that are different when you keep doing the same thing. So I really love about your story. Did you go to school? Was it? Yeah. Is that also something you do as a ninja samurai?
Yeah. It's school is that okay. I go to the normal school.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, yes. You kindergarten, also junior high school, and also high school is also normal school.
Do the people treat you differently?
Yeah, it's a point is that okay. It's not like a difference. Yes, because how can I say? In this moment is that okay. Samurai is not like a public status.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a culture.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why usual days that okay. It's like that's a usual like a usual student.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because how can I say? I'm teaching. How can I say? This is as a perspective. This is my job. I'm teaching. Okay. But my father generation is that okay, and also grandfather generation is that okay. It's they are doing a normal job. Yeah, like just like a salaryman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because and how can I say? Because of samurai status is gone. Yeah, that's why. And this is just like a culture. Yeah, I'm doing a job and for teaching, but my father and grandfather is also like a usual job. Yeah, but keeping a training. Right.
Interesting. So it is like a status. It is diminishing. It's not as important anymore.
Yeah. So that's why some people ask to me, is there a real samurai in Japan? It's one of the difficult questions, right?
Yeah.
Because samurai was one of the ancient status. Okay, but that's why samurai is almost gone, right? But now it's keeping a training. I'm keeping a training. And that's why this is one of the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm a samurai.
Yes.
But because keeping a training and keeping a culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's not like a public status.
No, I can imagine. Okay. Do you find that difficult, that it is not as important as it used to be?
No, keeping a samurai training in the modern generation? No?
Well, at least from what I understand, it was a status back then, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the earlier days.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find it difficult that it is not a status anymore, or less?
Yeah. How can I say? And each family different way of thinking, and many samurai style many kind of a style and many kind of a family, and each family is also the different way of thinking and different techniques,
Mm-hmm.
right? This is just from my eyesight, right? And samurai history is okay, over 1,000 years history, right? And also the sky element is emptiness is very important concept, right? That's why each generation is that different perspective, different meaning of the samurai.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes it is called Bushido.
Yeah.
Bushido is that that's one of the book. And Nitome Inazo, he's a writer and write the book. But Nitome Inazo is okay, one of the researcher in modern generation. He's not samurai. And also his wife is okay, American lady. That's why his wife is okay, asked to what is a samurai, and he started researching and writing. That's why this book is okay, not like a Bible. This is like a researching book because each generation is a different perspective. Okay, for example, fighting generation, the fight is very important meaning. To win is very important meaning. Okay, and after that, or after the fighting generation, and it is called Edo period. Edo period is very, very peaceful generation. That's why, how to keeping a peace, how to keep a balance is very important point. And after that, over the sea people come to Japan, and over the sea army, okay, and come to Japan. That's why, how can I say, how this generation, how to fight with over the sea people. This is like one of the Bushido. That's why Bushido is okay. It's each generation different perspective, right? Yeah, that's why. How can I say? In modern generation, it's also if you want to develop, okay. In modern generation, we are not using a fight with a sword, okay, in the daily life, right? That's why how to control breathing, how to control our mind. This is my Bushido. Yeah. You say I clearly understand your question?
Yeah,
okay?
Definitely. What I find, and I think that is a nice way to wrap up the conversation, is what I love about samurai ninjas or less Western society is that they have true principles to live by. They have rules to live by. I think that is so important to keep your sanity, but also to keep your integrity towards people. I know exactly what to expect from you because you live by certain rules. What advice would you give to people that are struggling with having no principles or are trying to learn to live according to principles? What would you advise those people?
Yeah, it's one of the things is that okay. Yeah, how can I say? One thing is that okay, please try to learn about the traditional samurai technique. You have to try to answer inside the samurai technique and samurai philosophy, right? Yeah, that's why. How can I say? If you try to learning about the samurai technique, you have to face yourself. Okay, that's why you can try to find the emptiness. Okay, this is like a paradox. Okay, because how can I say? No answer is an answer. Okay, this is very important process for the taking a life, because life is also no answer, right? Everything is a paradox. Okay, but you have to face to the life, right? Yeah, that's why imperfect is perfect. Yeah, this is very difficult to explain because this is paradox, right? Yeah, that's why. How can I say? And yeah, that's why. How can imperfect is perfect? Don't try to get everything perfect. Yeah, imperfect is perfect. Yes, yeah, this is correct answer. I don't know, but this is my answer.
I think that's a good advice. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, just one more thing. The point is that okay, imperfect, right? That's why always try to find a 60% feeling. Specialty in modern generation, people try to get something, try to get 100%, or sometimes 150%. Okay, but life is also how can I say? Balance is also always 60 keeping a 60% feeling. Yeah, this is a very important point. That's why you can connect to the tomorrow. For example, physical training. Sometimes swinging a sword and doing a many kind of a form or something. Okay, suddenly you feel very your body movement developed. Okay, swinging a sword, getting a faster. Oh, this is very good feeling. I got the techniques. Okay, that's why try to swing a sword more. It's like a desire. Okay, try to do a more 100 or over 120%, but don't do that. If you feel like a desire or something, try to find swinging a sword more. You have to stop the training. Keep the 60% feeling. Okay, and put on the sword, and you have to sleep. And in the after that, okay, tomorrow once again gently gripping a sword and swinging a sword. Always every day keeping a 60% feeling. That's why you can continue to the tomorrow. Okay? Don't try to get the 100%. It's a 100%, it's off balance, right?
So you're trying to say is do not eat the whole plate.
Yeah.
Just keep a little bit.
Yeah.
So you keep your hunger for tomorrow.
Correct.
I like that. I think that's a beautiful message. It was an honor to have a conversation with a 16th generation samurai ninja. What is a proper way to thank you in Japanese?
ありがとう。
Arigato.
Thank you very much. ありがとう。